Hey honey, it's me. Just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I wanted to do that by video. It's a little unique, and wanted to post it so that the kids and other family and friends might be able to see it and comment about it as well, and wish you happy birthday wishes then. You're the best, and I just hope you've had a great day today. Looking forward to spending some time with you tonight. And basically, you know, I thought of different ways to do this, and one of those was to do some research on what life was like in 1952 when you were born. And boy, things sure have changed. Some of the things I found out in doing the research was that the average annual income was about $3,400. 1 in 5 people had a television set, 1 in 2 had a telephone, and 2 out of 5 had a car, an automobile. The cost of gas was 20 cents a gallon, and a loaf of bread was 12 cents. A pound of ground meat was 53, and it was just a completely different time. A lot of important things happened back in the 50s, and specifically in 1952. But I think probably the most important thing that happened is that on December 8th, 1952, at about 11 o'clock in the morning, after 36 hours of labor at Salem General Hospital in Salem, Ohio, you were born. And as your mom tells us, you were 7 pounds, 9 ounces, and 20.5 inches long, and that you were a beautiful baby, and that she knew that you were going to be an extraordinary person. And what she wanted to do was start that process off by making your name a little bit unique and unusual. She didn't care for the way the name Jeen was spelled with an A, so she decided that you were going to be Jeen with 2 E's. And then she always liked the name Adele, just like the name, the way it sounded. And she decided, of course, to make your middle name that. So Jeen Adele Harlan was brought into the world, and the world has never been the same since. She tells stories, your mom does, of you learning to walk in a little brown farmhouse about a half a mile away from where the main farmhouse is now, and that growing up on a dairy farm, as you've told me, was a blast for you. That you had a great time with watching the calves being born and walking barefoot through the pastures and stepping into the warm cow patties and swinging from the rope in the hay loft and playing with your friends and your sisters and your brother. She also told me that even back then you had a preoccupation with being exact, and she called you a perfectionist, even when it came to your schoolwork, and how it may have taken you a little bit longer to complete your schoolwork, but it was always perfect. And even to the point that you lamented to her that your little girlfriends got their homework done faster than you did. But I think you learned the value of being meticulous and perfect, and that clearly shows in your artistry of being detail-oriented in your paintings and your drawing, and using that gift to bring pleasure into the lives of others. You know, she tells of, and you have told, of having an occasional crush on a farmhand or two that was hired in to help out at the farm when during the harvest season, or planting, or with milking and those kinds of things. And then about being able to want to spread your wings and at a younger age move to the big city, where big city being Cleveland, where you could experience a kind of a different kind of a life. And you've said that you held a number of different kinds of jobs, and you know, knee-high white patent leather boots were the fashion style of the day. Places like the Agora and the Grotto and the Rusty Scupper and all of those kinds of places you visited with your sister and with friends, and you enjoyed life. There is a rumor going around that you dated a number of different guys and never really wanted to get tied down. And if I remember right, there was a professional football player from the Chicago Bears, a successful businessman, let's see, a scientist, a rancher from out in Colorado, and that you enjoyed life, and I think that's wonderful. You can tell that that's the case today, that you really enjoy your life and your family. In October of 1980, you met a very successful, tall, dark, and exceptionally handsome man. And I think later in that month you then met me. You know, we fell in love and got married, and in June of 81 and in 83 Jenny came around, and 86 Dave was born. And you know, you're the perfect mom, except for a couple things that the kids have mentioned to me. Scrubbing their hair a bit too vigorously when you were washing it, mixing all the different kinds of cereal together, the little bits of the remainders of the cereal box. I think that was a complaint that Jenny had. And let's see, the lemon juice on the fresh fruit, which made it taste like lemon juice. I think that was what Dave complained about. So in all of the years of raising the kids, those are the only 3 complaints I've heard about you. And if it comes down to shampoos and lemon on fruit and mixing cereal, I think you've done well. You're a great mom. I mean, you're patient, you're loving, you're discreet, you're wise. The kids know that you love them deeply and would do anything for them. Regarding you being a wife, as the saying goes, I married way over my head. For almost 30 years, you have been my wife and my best friend. You've been my lover and my partner through really great times and some not so great times. And you have been remarkable. You've been steadfast and unmovable, and your love for me is amazing. So, you know, I thought this line up long before the writers of Jerry Maguire could write it down and Tom Cruise could utter it in the movie Jerry Maguire, but you really do complete me. You are the best part of me, and you're my inspiration, and I'm so glad that of all the guys that you could have married, you chose me, and I'm very grateful for that. So this has been a little trip down memory lane, and just a little opportunity for me to reminisce about your life and to celebrate that with you and with others. Your life has great value and great meaning, not only in the lives of your immediate family and with me and Jen and Dave and the grandkids and brothers and sisters and extended family, but Jeen, your circle of influence is remarkable. You've got a great heart, and you've got wonderful gifts and talents as an artist, and you're just a really good person. So what would our life be had you not been born? It would have been boring and a lot less colorful. It would not have been filled with beauty or loveliness. And I'm grateful that God gave us the opportunity to and brought us together. So look, I hope you have a wonderful rest of the night tonight. Hope to show this to you when you get home from taking your art lesson this evening. And I love you, and happy birthday to you, honey. Bye-bye.